Is this just downright pathetic? According to Vin Diesel, Brian O'Connor is coming back. They're bringing him back for Fast and Furious. And I think I have a couple ideas of why this is happening. There is reason to believe that he might just be coming back for a small cameo. I don't think that's the case. I think he might have a bigger role than people expect, making this probably way more disgraceful to many Fast and Furious fans, and especially many Paul Walker fans, okay? Fast X did not do, according to many reports and Vin Diesel himself, this didn't do what they expected performance-wise. This bombed relative to the expectations of the Fast and Furious franchise, and Vin Diesel started blaming everyone. He started blaming Jason Momoa, from what I've heard. And now they're completely shifting gears for the final film. Jason Momoa is no longer the main villain, Dante. Apparently he's joining the family. Like, what the fuck? How many goddamn villains are joining the family? Jason Statham, Charlize Theron, Gal Gadot came back. Nobody, literally, there's no consequences anymore. Okay, that's it. So Jason Momoa is joining the family, and who knows, maybe Jack Reacher, Alan Richardson, who played Jack Reacher, who played the villain in Fast X as well, he might join the family fucking too. The only thing I can imagine is he takes over as a main villain role, but I also hear rumors that this dude, Carter Verone, you may know him as the villain of Too Fast, Too Furious, with Brian O'Connor in it as a main character. He's coming back as a main villain. He's coming back to replace Jason Momoa as the main villain. Okay? And who took him down? It was Rome and Brian, making the perfect way for Brian to come back into the fold. This is how they're bringing Brian O'Connor in. That's how they're bringing Paul Walker's legacy back and potentially ruining it. Now, how will this be done? The first option is the way they did it in Furious 7, which is use Paul Walker's brother to voice Brian O'Connor and then CGI the face over top, like they did. And it ended up looking terrible in many ways in Furious 7 in my eyes. I don't know if they can do that again. The CGI has gotten better, of course, since then. It's been like, what, 10, almost like 8 years since then? So they could do that. The other way, and probably the easier way for them, is to AI everything. Because they can easily do Brian O'Connor's voice with AI. There are literally many AI platforms with voice synthesis and contextual translation voice shit that do this very, very, very well. So they can do that. They can AI his face and AI an entire Paul Walker if they wanted to. Now, for how long? I don't know. But combination of CGI, AI, and AI voice, they can make it happen. I truly think it. And Jordana Brewster, who looks hot as I don't think this woman can look bad in a picture, okay? She said that the Fast and Furious franchise has already explored using AI to bring Brian O'Connor back. This is something they've already thought about. So I think they are using AI to bring him back. They might still use his brother to come in for the voice, just as an excuse to pay the brother, all right, and the family. Is this disgraceful? Well, there's two arguments. One is, yes, every single person involved in the cast knows this is pathetic and are still doing it for a payday. They're using a dead friend to market this. That's the whole reason Vin Diesel said this. He announced this basically as an early marketing push for this movie's release 2 years from now. That's literally what they're doing. They're building up anticipation. Oh, it's Brian O'Connor's coming back. How are they going to do it? And that question is what's going to bring audiences into the theaters. They need it again after the bomb that was Fast X, which I don't know how that movie bombed, but it did. People are clearly tired of the shtick. They know this is going to make money, and this makes them all look morally bankrupt. Not just Vin Diesel and the actors, but also the producers, who will literally do anything for a cash grab at this point. But Vin Diesel is also one of the producers, so he has to have primary blame on this, because this dude was crying after Paul Walker's death. In all these interviews, Rome's actor, Tyrese Gibson, was seen crying. Jordana Brewster was crying. And y'all allow this to happen? Maybe they don't see it as a disgrace. Maybe they justified it to themselves by saying, we're preserving Paul Walker's memory by keeping him in this and giving us a path to pay his family, essentially. And that's the primary argument for this. If you were a dead man who had a family, you were a father, and you knew that there was a way that you could be used in a future movie, and that could get your family like loads of money because of it, you know, off of royalties, and maybe your brother gets cast. Maybe you would want this to happen. You know, you love your family. This is a way for them to get paid. Maybe this is something that could happen. You know, it's not too hard to believe that that's what they're all thinking when doing this. Paul Walker's brother reached out and said, you know what? It's not a bad idea as long as our family gets paid, as long as we get some proceeds from this. And Vin Diesel probably agreed. But there's a more sensitive matter that people want to touch on, and this is tough. This is going to be the hardest part of this video to get through, guys. Oh man, I'm going to get sued, and I can't pay lawyers right now, and no lawyer will work with me because of the coke. According to many people in the comment sections of my videos that I made on Fast and Furious and Paul Walker, and many people online, Paul Walker dated a 16-year-old as a 30-year-old man. I don't know if that's his current girlfriend. I heard she was his girlfriend at the time of his death, and I think they have a kid together maybe. I don't know for sure, because every time I Google this, the stuff I see about this is one IMDb report from an interview that I can't even load properly. The page never loads when I try to go to the original interview, and there's like Reddit posts about it. And like, I don't know, because people on the Reddit posts are arguing about the age themselves. People are doing different math. They're doing different kinds of math to establish what the age was. And some people are saying, no, she was 20 years old. She was in her 20s, and everyone's blowing this out of proportion. Some people are saying everyone's just calling anything a PDF file nowadays. And some people are saying, no, she was 16 and he was 33 and he kept it a secret. There's Facebook posts that I see that apparently Paul Walker signed an agreement with her dad to keep it secret and off the books until the media got a hold of it upon his death. See, this is the issue. I don't know who to trust. People online are unhinged, and I am not using that limited amount of evidence to get fucking get a defamation lawsuit on me, okay? So, this is a Dave Chappelle show. This is all comedy. For any one of Paul Walker's family or Vin Diesel or anyone watching this, I am not defaming anybody. I'm just going off of things I've heard online. I'm not saying Paul Walker's a PDF file. I don't even know, because 7,000 different people are saying two different things. Okay? Every time I Google this, people don't know which one is which. They don't know the truth. I'm not using that to getting risk defamed. I don't fuck. People, my audience knows I don't fuck with PDF files. People think I'm obsessed with going after PDF files. After my Jacob video from Twilight. People think I'm obsessed with it. I literally am not one of these people who wants to use PDF file outrage to start going after people even though they don't deserve it, okay? I don't know if Paul Walker did this. If he did, I don't condone dating 16-year-olds as a 30, 40-year-old man. I don't condone that shit at all right? And I'm not saying Paul Walker did that. For anyone trying to sue me, this is Dave Chappelle. I'm going to criticize this. I'm getting sued. There's no way around this. I'm going to criticize this from a storytelling perspective, not from Paul Walker being potentially a groomer and all the other shit. No. I don't even need to go through the morals for this, right? Let's criticize this from a storytelling perspective. Let's say they bring Brian O'Connor back. Let's say we just accept that as an audience and we're forced to see him come back, okay? Fine. Not the end of the world to me. I think this is going to be bad from a cringe perspective, because Fast and Furious, in my eyes, has gotten cringe. There are going to be speeches of family happening, and Brian O'Connor will be saying it. So you're going to be forced to see an AI Brian O'Connor with an AI voice basically speak about family in a speech, in a monologue. And we already know how tired and cringe those speeches are after Dom has already done thousands of them. We're going to be forced to see this AI dude kiss Mia. An AI dude kissing Jordana Brewster. And we're going to be forced to maybe see him in some action scenes, which is fun. That's not a big deal. We saw it in Furious 7. CGI Paul Walker doing that. I just think it's going to be bad. I just don't think it's going to be done well. And that's mostly because I don't trust the creative team behind this. Their writing has gone to shit. Even the action, most of it relies on CGI now. Everything that made these movies great has been watered down to absolute cringe level. So I don't trust them to bring in Brian O'Connor and do him well. Take this in. Take it like this. If I thought, okay, this seems kind of weird and is a bit disturbing that they would do this just for a cash grab, but if I thought there was a genuine way where they can bring in Brian O'Connor and make it good and pay respect to the character and all that, then I would be like, I wouldn't make it such a big deal out of it. But it's this team. I think Vin Diesel's lost his mind. I truly think that. I don't think this dude is sane up there anymore. And I think some of the cast are low-key sellouts. No defamation here. Some of them are sellouts and will do anything for money. Dwayne Johnson. I'm joking. Love you, Dwayne. It's just a fact. I don't know if Dwayne Johnson's even coming back for this. I've heard he is. I heard him and Vin Diesel squash the beef. But regardless, this doesn't seem right to me, but more so from a storytelling lens than a moral. I don't trust that they can do it. And it's still gonna feel weird that there's an AI dude acting, and it's gonna make everyone in the audience just feel weird. Not because one, artistic integrity has gone down the drain, because we know how artists feel about AI now. We know how people feel about AI being used in films to the point of laziness, and we're using a dead guy for this, right? People are still gonna feel weird about it, no matter what. On top of that, it's gonna be cringe. There's no way you get it. This is a lose-lose situation for the team. They might get a lot of money from this, but no one will ever trust Vin Diesel, and no one will ever trust his team again. It's going to be shit. And that's assuming it's going to do well in the box office. So I don't even know. People might just boycott this film because of this decision. And the interest in this franchise has been waning since like the 8th movie. So I don't get it, man. Like this is going to be tough. I've made tons of videos on Fast and Furious. I'm clearly a fan of the franchise. I still enjoy the movies for what they are, but they're pathetic. They're pathetic now, and this could be either the most genius high IQ 500 chess move ever, or it could be one of the most disgraceful moves of all time. That's about it. All right. If you want to know why this franchise became the way it is, and part of it is because of Vin Diesel losing his fucking mind, you can watch that video over here. It's one of my older ones. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.